Hi, this is John Bennett for Live in Acadia TV. Here we are on the red carpet at the Criterion Theater interviewing the stars of the Fire 47.
I had a great time doing that. I really worked with Kim and Debbie and Peter, and it was a real fun time putting it together. I'm real happy to think that they did this.
Can you tell us a little bit about your experience with the Fire 47?
Oh, God. Gee. Where do I begin?
That's a good
I think the smell of the smoke was probably the first thing that hits you when you think of the fire, because it just stayed and stayed for such a long time.
Kim, can you tell us how much fun you had making this film?
I had a lot of fun making the film, but right now we're going crazy because the line is down to the Swan Agency, so I'm going to go help people come to our movie.
So the worst problem is the best problem was sold out.
It was an incredible experience just spending time with so many people who had these amazing stories about the fire, and it was an honor to document them and put them together into this film to share with the community today.
Well, I understand, Peter, that we may have sold out. That's a pretty good problem to have.
Yeah, definitely wasn't expecting to sell out the Criterion today, but it's awesome. You know, I want as many people as possible to see the film and for these stories to, continue on for generations to come.
Dan, can you tell us why you thought it was important to be one of the sponsors with L.S. Robinson?
Absolutely. Well, with L.S. Robinson Insurance, we wanted to recoup some of the money we paid out in 1947, obviously, but kidding aside, for us, this is a huge part of the story of this community. It's all of the towns on the island coming together. It's the park. It's folks helping throughout the state of Maine, and I think that summarizes what it is to live on MDI, what it is to be a Mainer, and what it is to be a part of this community. So we're really excited to support this, and we're really excited at the success the film's already had.
Thank you very much. That was heartfelt, and I agree with you. Thanks for your support. Tell us, Jack, a little bit what it was like with filming this wonderful story.
Yeah, I was 4.5 during the fire. We evacuated in the first wave, but it was my shaping experience about what community means and what community is. And while it was tragic, it was also my education about the place that I would always call home. And so when this opportunity came through the Historical Society and Swans, I was very happy that Peter asked me to be one of the interviewees.
Alice, tell us what it was like making this film.
Well, as a teenager, it was lots of fun.
What was it like working with the film people, getting this film together?
A bit frightening. For fear we wouldn't do it right.
Well, we're going to find out what it's like in just a few minutes, right? I hope you enjoy the movie, and thank you.
I will. Thank you.
Arden Peach, one of the stars of the film. Did you have a good time helping make the film?
I guess so, yes.
It looked like you were having a lot of fun, what I saw.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit?
Many of us left that was here then.
I think that's part of the purpose of this film, don't you?
Could be.
The making of the film has just been absolutely fabulous. The archives that we have at the Historical Society have been a great asset, and this is something that the Historical Society has done, and it's been long overdue, and it's just super, with tremendous help from Kim Swan and the board of directors.
Thank you, Debbie. Kay, I understand you and your husband are one of the providers of the support financially for the film, and I want to thank you for that. And I also want to ask you how your experience making the film was.
Well, thank you, John. It's been absolutely wonderful to learn so much about the history of Bar Harbor and this horrific fire that went on and all the beautiful buildings that were burnt and how Bar Harbor has come back, and here we are today, and it's just wonderful to remember all the people who lived through it, and it's just been a great experience, and Steve and I are happy to help out however we can.
Well, thank you very much. Mike, can you tell us a little bit about your part in the film?
John, first off, I just want to say it's such a pleasure to be on the other side of the camera with you. I've always admired you from behind the camera, and now I get a chance to touch you in person this time.
Can you tell us what it's like being married to Mike Perlman?
He's the fire.
I love it! Well, thank you very much. That's the best line of the night.
It's fantastic, and I commend Kim Swan for putting this together. She's extraordinary and appreciate everything she's doing for the community.
Well put.
Thank you so much. And I'm wearing my Bar Harbor Fire Department hat that Butch Higgins gave me. And I know a little story here and there too.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
John.
Thank you, Pam.
And I remember my parents telling that they could see the smoke from Brooksville. And but as I say, I was only about 3 years old, and so I don't remember the fire itself.
Well, I'm sure you remember the aftermath and what the island looked like.
We grew up with that, and all through the 50s and 60s, it was very dramatic. And Bar Harbor didn't really recover for a long time.
We'd like to know from you, did you have a good time making the film?
It was wonderful. It was a wonderful experience.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
And I hope you enjoy the movie tonight.
Oh, I hope so.
I'm looking forward to seeing you on the big screen.
Me too.
Thank you. Can you tell us a little bit of what it's like living with one of the stars of the Fire 47 film?
I'm reminded of it often, and he talks about the story a lot.
Well, that's good.
Proud to be a part of it.
Good. Thank you, Nancy. Hi, here we are on the red carpet for the premiere of the film Fire 47 at the Criterion Theater in Bar Harbor with one of the stars of the film. Did you have a good time with the making of the film?
The only thing that I did was to go in and go into the Historical Society and sit there and tell my story.
Well, I saw a little premiere of it, and I thought you did a really good job, and it was very interesting.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for stopping in.
Sure, I'm anxious to see this.
Yes.
We went to Trenton to my grandparents, and I was just 7 years old. It was exciting. I didn't realize the scope of the whole thing. And at night you could look back toward the island and the sky was just red, as far as you could see, just a glow.
Steve, can you tell us what it was like working with the crew, making the film for the Fire 47?
Well, from the initial meeting to talk about preparations for the writing of the narration, and with Peter to actually working with him on the recording was a very enjoyable process. And of course, I've been lucky enough to be coming here to the Criterion since I was a little boy. I've never seen such a large crowd or such enthusiasm, so it's a really exciting day.
I know you're a local. How many times can you remember the Criterion being sold out?
This is the first.
We went to Cranberry Island during the fire with the whole neighborhood. So we were out there, and I went to school out there for a couple of weeks.
Well, I'm a good friend of Kim Swan, and I saw on Facebook that this was happening, and I saw she was a big part of it. So I said, hold the tickets, I'm coming down.
Can you believe the crowd here today?
I am so excited. It's wonderful.
I think the Criterion's only been sold out a couple times in its history, and it looks like from this crowd we may do it again.
Yes, that's wonderful. It's going to be a great day.
Thanks for stopping in, Senator. It's nice seeing you. Can you tell us how proud of your sister you are today?
I am extremely proud. I'm not surprised at all, given the way she does things, and she's put this together beautifully. I'm really excited to see it.
No, I think from our perspective, this is the Means Family Foundation. We were honored to help with this production. That's what the purpose of our foundation is to help some nonprofits with a variety of different causes. And what could be better than this to get a little perspective on the fire? No question about it.
You right now are on the red carpet for the premiere of the film Fire 47 at the Criterion in Bar Harbor, Maine. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to seeing the movie?
Oh yeah, definitely.
What do you know about the Fire 47?
All I know it was a big wildfire.
Yeah.
It almost killed the town.
Yes, that's right.
But it's the main reason why tourism is here today.
You were actually alive here on the island during the fire.
Oh, I lived about a half mile from where it started.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you fought the fire?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about what it was like when you were here? Were you scared?
What made you kind of nervous? Yeah, I was in town, and we was taken out on a army truck.
Where did you go?
To the airport at Trenton.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the movie's going to start pretty soon. I don't want to hold you up. I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy the show. And thank you for your participation.
Great.
You can go right down the red carpet.